you go, people. What are we going to talk about? That's hamster porn up. No. We're going to talk about, for our last discussion of the night, and then we got to go because we got Ray. For discussion number 3, it's going to be full of juicy diviness. That's what's going to happen. We're going to talk about the best fast food burger.
Fast food. Oh.
Ooh.
So we're limiting this to? Are we going to limit this to national brands?
No. It can be favorite. Yeah, it can be a local brand as long as it sort of comes on that not sit down restaurant, full restaurant. It can be local stuff, right? Because I know in Kitchener, it used to be Weber Burgers on Weber Street. They were fantastic. It was like a little drive-in.
Yeah, now they're up to 400 now.
That's right.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it can be anything that's sort of fast foodish like. So, how about this? We divide it into 2 chain restaurants, like your true favorite, which could be a big chain, or like the traditional fast food. Let's do two opinions. Let's do it.
Okay, so of the big chains, let's say McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's.
Yeah.
Harvey's for us Canadians.
Yeah. Well, I guess if you tried any Sonic or In-N-Out and stuff like that, we could include that. But
oh my God! Honestly, I tried Sonic once and I loved it. But I can't remember if it was because of the burger or just or what it was. But I think we have a hard time because you run into as Canadians, we have a hard time. The cost differential, I know it's expensive for the Americans, but it's nuts here.
No, it's stupid.
It's just stupid.
It's like $20 for a Big Mac meal.
Yeah, and that's
shit.
That's a problem. You know what? For straight up, Burger King's Whopper is.
Yeah.
And I mean that's the other thing. Do you limit it to their benchmark sandwich?
No, it can be anything. Anything from a thing.
I like Burger King's Whopper.
Yeah.
Wendy's is okay for what it is.
Yeah.
And you know what? I rarely go wrong with a Big Mac. Is a Big Mac. Is a Big Mac. You know what you're getting. It's a sloppy mess.
Yeah.
And I'm fairly sure the McDonald brothers are rolling in their graves, even though they were before. Now they're probably even. I think it may have even that Ray Croft is probably rolling in his grave too with the mess that they're putting out half the time.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
But it still tastes the same. It's still that Big Mac.
Unless you don't get enough special sauce on it. I've had a couple of Big Macs where there's not a special sauce, and then it's just a dry piece of fucking bullshit.
Well, yeah, I do think probably just as a straight up benchmark burger, the Whopper.
I got a Whopper with cheese. If the tomato and their mayo mixed, it's like
whatever it is. But you know what? If Burger King could figure out the fries, like McDonald's, they would sink McDonald's.
Totally would. Yeah.
With their Whopper.
I do like a good teen burger.
And you know what? Yeah, A&W is not bad either. But again, are you going there because who goes to A&W and doesn't get the root beer?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Right. So is that what you're there for?
But, like totally
McDonald's, are you there for the fries or the Big Mac?
I can't. That Whopper is so fucking good. It's late night. I feel like shit though after I eat them, but most of the time it's the way it is.
To be honest, I can't I can't get a Big Mac without getting the fries.
Yeah.
But I can get a Whopper without getting a side.
Oh, okay. I don't mind Burger King's fries, but only if they come hot. They have to be fucking hot. If they're not hot,
I change them out for their onion rings which aren't very good.
That's true.
But their onion rings or the cheese stick or whatever else they have.
Yeah. So locally we have a place here called Big Wheel Burger. It's a fast food place, but everything's fresh. And Jesus Christ, they have the best kids fucking cheeseburger, and they're like $6. I typically get 2 of them. They have this wonderful special sauce, cheese, and a fucking pickle. But they have this crust on, like it's because they do it right there on the flat top, right? So they get this crust on it, and damn, and it's on a brioche bun. Whoa,
nice.
And that's all I need.
Very
I need
nice.
2 of those, and that's it. That's all I got. $12.
Well, okay. So in going there, have you ever noticed how much difference a bun can make?
Totally. Yes. Yes.
So that being said, I've gotten the dry bun from the Big Mac and the Whopper before.
Several times.
Where it's just like, this is not right. Now, I'm an old man now, so I bring it back.
Yeah. Okay.
I've also sent, if I'm standing there waiting and I see half of my meal is in the bag while they're waiting for fries or whatever, as soon as they call my number, I give it back to them and tell me, now you can give it to me all fresh.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I've gotten to that. Well, especially because of what you're paying.
Yeah. Oh, exactly. Nowadays.
Yeah, we're not paying that, it's a fun treat for the family price anymore.
No.
So, but for me, so I'll give a plug out to a place here.
Yeah.
It's been around for a long time, and it's still the same and still very good. That is the measure, okay?
Yes.
It's a place called Star Burger in Whitby.
Okay.
Been the same. Great burger, great toppings, good atmosphere. Fries are awesome. But it's straight up a burger joint. Been around for as long as I've been in this area, so at least, 30 years or more.
Nice.
It may not have been here before that, or it may have been. I can't really say, because it's not like I went to a city over to get a burger.
Yeah.
And at the time there was, and that's the other thing. Those mom and pop places are gone. Like, they've been bought up by people who don't really care.
Yeah.
I don't know if you noticed, but the Greeks of the 1970s and 80s opening up restaurants opened up the best places.
Yes, it did. Yeah.
They have
including the Greek restaurants. Like, they did it all.
Yes.
Pizza.
Yes, but
chicken.
But when they did a burger joint, they did a burger joint. They did and when they were doing it, it was something. But they've all been bought up by, anybody and everybody.
We have the oddest things out here phenomenon, and I've seen it a couple times in the Britain. So some of our best fish and chips places are done by Chinese food restaurants.
Yeah, well,
they're fish and chips, but they have a Chinese menu on the side as well. And it's like, okay, I'm gonna get some fish and chips and a little chow mein for lunch tomorrow.
At least, though, you know that the Chinese restaurant knows how to deep fry something in a batter.
Exactly. Yeah, totally.
A good one, right? Because I go to a fish and chip place, I order fish and chips.
Yes. Yeah.
That's why I will not order fish and chips from Kelsey's.
No.
Or Casey's or Montana's. I don't. I can get Captain Highliner myself. And it's one of those things too, though. You get for a long time, you could get some really good fish and chip places, and a lot of them are gone to shit too.
Yeah.
And you can talk about the price of, halibut, I guess, is the big one, right?
Well, yeah,
so it's expensive, but I'm like, yeah, expensive is fine, but why are you not giving me a serving size that is worth that price, right? Like, so we have one here that I go to now, and I'm hesitant to try any of the other places now because I know what I'm getting.
I got 3 people.
I'm getting good size fish, 2 pieces, and a lot of French fries.
I got a bit, and the French fries are the best of those ones. They have to have good French fries. If they don't have good French fries, I don't care how good their fish is. It's almost secondary. I got sort of 3 here in town we regularly go to. One's up by Sparkley, so often on a Friday night on our way home we'll pick some up. And but all 3 of them have been are again family owned and been in the family for like minimum of a generation, like minimum of 25 years, right? Because it's to me that's the sign of a good fish and chips place. Because one, if they're around for a long time, 2, it's a family recipe. It's going to be consistent all the time. Well, and
again, we can throw back to that the 70s and 80s when these places, like for you and I, the nostalgia kicks in, but also they opened them up. They were good places.
Yeah.
They weren't super cheap, but they weren't super expensive.
No.
And the ones that lasted, you got your money's worth.
That's why I like this Big Wheel place. It has 3 locations here in town, 1 out in Langford, but 3 in sort of Victoria. It's locally owned. They've only been around for maybe between 7 and 10 years, but they put solid product out, and it's not too bad for price. Like you can get a cheeseburger for like $14.
Yeah. So, and I mean that's probably why I loved, like, I would go to restaurants and order burgers because they were always the least expensive thing, and I knew what I would get.
Yeah.
That was what it was for me. I like me a good burger.
Yeah.
I mean, there's all kinds of things that are also good, but you know, oh, sure, I'll get the stir fry. That's a hit and miss.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Even like something as basic as a Philly.
Yeah. Again.
Right? You don't go to a place, if you go to a place that does it and does it well, you're not getting it anywhere else.
No.
So
I haven't had a Philly cheesesteak in ages because I one of the places I work on, Salt Spring, which doesn't exist anymore, made the best Philly cheesesteak. Man, it had like cream cheese in it and shit. It was so good. I've tried others since then and have been so disappointed. I just stopped. I've totally taken it out of my eating repertoire.
Well, okay, so here so we can go with what's in it and how they put it together and everything, right?
Yeah.
So that's a cheesesteak, but something as basic as a clubhouse.
Oh yeah.
There should never be a guess in that, but I found that sometimes it is.
Yeah.
Right? You know, simple. It's like, oh wait, this is turkey, this is tomato, this is bacon.
Yeah.
You know, how are you not going right with this?
Sometimes it can't.
You know, it's one of those things you can make at home really well.
Yeah.
And normally, you know, great restaurant stuff you can't.
No.
Don't get me wrong, I can't do the fries as well. Actually, I kind of can.
Yeah, I do pretty good home.
Well, you have to have a deep fryer.
Yeah. Oh, I don't. I use my air fryer, but I have a really good way of baking them. My kids, they friggin' love my kids. I've been so fortunate. They were so keen on my own home cooking that I didn't have to take them out for fast food very often at all. If I was, they'd give me a disappointed look. Say, "Come on, Dad, can you just go home and cook us something?" But I did this French fries and I just baked them. The key to them though. So what I did is you get the pan, cut them up nice, rinse them off. While I'm sort of rinsing them off and drying them out, I'll put the pan in the oven with oil on it.
Okay.
To get so fucking hot, and then you pull it out and you put the fries on, and they almost get an instant seal on the bottom, right? And then
nice.
And then just throw them in, and about 20 minutes in, you give them a little shake and flip them around, and they'll give them another 10 minutes or so, or another 20 minutes, depending on how big you cut the fries, and away you go. That's the key. That way you get a bit of a crisp on them. And and then load them up with fucking salt.
Nice.
Super good.
Very good.
Anyways, we should end the stream here and see who wants to do some raids, since I said that we would.
I'm going to go make myself a quick coffee, and then I'll be back with you. Have a great night, folks. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll catch you everyone soon.